So I fell by focusing on outer beauty rather than the inner beauty of my relationship with Jesus. And in those situations, I always lose. I gave in to the temptation to spend time and energy on a piece of clothing, and anytime I focus on externals, I feed that internal monster of acquisition, which never has enough. I feed it with whatever it wants, and it demands more. It takes up my heart, my thoughts, my time, and I lose that time with Jesus. What sweetness could have been mine if only He was in my heart, rather than all these other things covering Him up. So I came into prayer very discouraged, because Jesus had convicted me of avarice and pride again. Claire, do not give up this fight. We can conquer this and translate your heart totally over to me. You are not without hope, as you imagine. Lord, it seems like a struggle that will never end. Like the dream I had about the panther, I never knew if he was totally dead or not, because he kept coming up, even after a long period of time. It is a lifelong challenge. The sooner you conquer it, the freer you will be. But Lord, I love beauty and beautiful things. And that's your downfall. Forgive me, Lord, but didn't you make beauty for us to enjoy? Yes, but when it distracts you away from me, it becomes an idol. To you, looking for the right color of a piece of clothing is more exciting than coming to heaven with me, and that's the honest truth, or you would come more often. Oh wow, he's really right. How can I change that, Lord? Don't let your flesh win. Rechannel that desire into heavenly things. Ask to experience and feel heavenly things, and continue choosing heaven over the carnal things. But the beauty of this earth reminds me of heavenly things. But the things of this earth are so short-lived. Recognize it right there and then, when you see it. Give it its proper place, but keep going back to what is truly important. Most people stop to explore the fragrances of their newfound flowers, but that's not for you. You need to trust that someday you will be enjoying that fragrance, but until then, deny yourself and refocus on those who are perishing and what you can do to stop them or call them into my bosom. It's not hopeless as you think. You make progress, then you fall behind. There is so much more I want to give you, but you keep clinging to worthless things. Lord, that's what seems so hopeless to me. I'm trying to be careful, very careful, and I still miss the mark. I still fall. And that is humiliating, isn't it? It is consummately discouraging. True, I sometimes want something in this physical world that I know is not a necessity, but a want. And sometimes I allow you those wants, when it is safer and you will not abuse the privilege and go overboard. But most of the time your wants are frivolous in the light of saving souls, in the light of what will not pale in eternity. Oh, I wish I could completely circumcise your desire nature, your need for external beauty. It doesn't seem fair, Lord. You made colors and beauty for us to respond in gladness, but our gloomy time on this earth is sometimes, many times, cheered by the sight of these things, and I suppose I transfer too much value to those things when life gets dark and hard. How do I reconcile this? If you have a fancy for earthly consolations, you will draw those to yourself. But if you have a taste only for heavenly ones, you will cease desiring the beautiful things of the earth, because they do not satisfy. You know they fade, Claire. They grow old, rip, are eaten by the moth, are lost or damaged in the process of everyday living. Yes, you're right, Lord, but when that happens, I want to replace them. Yet there are times when my will overcomes their seducing powers. There are many times I see you struggle, my dearest. I'm not about to abandon you or stop the work I have given you to do. I just need more cognizant effort on your part.